on apparel as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear icy. Located at 229 Liberty Street in downtown Warren, Freedom Investment Management Group has a passion for helping people manage and preserve their wealth. Partners Rob Maring and Dave Close, along with all the professionals at Freedom Investment Management Group, are committed to providing the highest level of service to our clients. Every member of our team is experienced, educated, and passionate. We intentionally maintain a low client-to-team member ratio so that we can consistently deliver concierge-like service. Simply put, we are not like many other wealth management firms. Come experience the difference. Visit us online at freedomwealthcoach.com.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Hey, this is Joe.
And this is Sketty.
And we're the hosts of the Beehive Sports Podcast. You like uncut looks into all things sports?
If you said yes, then this is a sports show for you.
Live weekly shows broadcasted on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, covering everything from local sports in northwestern Pennsylvania all the way to the pros.
Not to mention the hottest takes you will ever hear. Follow us on all social media platforms and tune into episodes today.
Ready to break into a rewarding career?
Welcome in, folks. You are live. We are here for Warren and St. Mary's baseball. We'll get you the lineups here in just a moment. Sorry for the little bit of delay here at the start. My partner Brian Hagler joined me here momentarily. I'll get the report here. We're just about set to go. Weren't sure if we were going to get this one in or not. It is it's cold. It's going to rain, possibly snow, but we are live right now. We're going to bring as much of it to you as we can. High school baseball on D910sports.com, the YDL Sports Network. And my partner, Brian Hagler, going to be joining me here momentarily. We're set to lead things off here from Legion Field here in St. Mary's. Brady Burdine on the hill for the Dragons. First pitch swing is going to be out of play. We're actually a couple minutes early here getting started. And that's Lucas Bauer leading things off for St. Mary's. One on one to count on Lucas Bauer, getting Brady Burdine on the mound for the Dragons. It's a wind and the pitch, and that is popped up. It's going to be foul and go out of play over our direction. 2 strikes now on Bauer, leading things off here on the top of the first. Warren St. Mary's will get the scoreboard up here for you in a second as well. Here's Burdine's pitch to Bauer. And that misses high over the head of catcher Gio Olinsky. So even up here on Lucas Bauer, leading things off here on the top of the first. Warren and St. Mary's here from Legion Field in Warren. The wind and the pitch, and that misses high now. The count runs full here to start the game on Bauer. Here's the payoff pitch from Burdine. Swing and miss, strike 3. And Brady Burdine has out number 1 here to lead things off. And there's Brian. He's with me now.
Yeah, a little technical difficulties trying to get the get the camera all squared away and set up. And
I left my book over there, so hold on 1 second.
one up, one down to get things started here. Top of the first inning between St. Mary's and Warren, an inter-district matchup. Season opener for both teams. And
there's a swing and a miss from Charlie Coudray, Burdine's mound opponent here this afternoon.
Hoping we're going to get more than just a couple innings here, but as I mentioned to you, Andy, as I arrived, there was a nice little cloud burst right over my house as I was getting ready to head on up to the ball field here.
And there's strike 2 from Burdine to Coudray. The wind and the pitch. Swing and foul away will stay 0-2. Leading things off here for St. Mary's. Actually 1 away after the strikeout of Bauer. 2 strikes on Coudray. And that pitch misses inside 1-2.
Good early season test here for both teams. Both of these teams, obviously, with playoff aspirations coming into the season. Good inter-district matchup to see kind of where they stand as things get underway.
And that pitch misses inside. I'll even things up. Due up after Coudray, Logan Mosher, Carter Price, Vinny Lund, Eli Rippey, Tyson Beimel, Don Schultz, and Ben Paul. We'll set the Dragon defense here for you momentarily. Nice pitch misses high. So from 0-2 to 3-2 here, back-to-back full count to the top 2 hitters here in the Dutch lineup.
And both batters, Burdine got ahead of the count and then worked himself back behind the count. So certainly not something the Dragons want to see out of their starter. Getting thrown a lot of pitches so far here in the first inning.
And 3-2 is grounded to short. Up with it, there's Connor Hoffman on to first and safe on the play. So Coudray aboard with 1 out here in the top of the first. That'll bring Logan Mosher to the plate.
And again, I think that's that early season. It's still cold. The grass is a little damp. That ball got out just past the pitcher's mound and seemed to really just die right there. And Hoffman unable to come up on it fast enough to make the play at first.
So Mosher at the plate here. Burdine working from the stretch for the first time this season. And that pitch is swung on and will go out of play. 0-1.
Yeah, might as well. Ready, get ahead to their head. Here we go.
Mosher batting with 1 out here, 1 on, 1 out. Top of the first, just underway. St. Mary's and Warren scoreless. Burdine takes a second to adjust himself. They'll probably throw about 70 pitches or so today. I imagine would be the max.
Looks like there was maybe something in Burdine's back pocket that they deemed he needed to have out of the uniform for whatever reason. It's Dragons bench coach came out to retrieve.
And there's checking the runner at first, and they get him. They did. So what a pickup. You can see the runner there could kind of lean a little bit, and Burdine with a quick move over to first. And there's 2 away here in the top of the first.
And something to think about, did Burdine maybe see something in that little delay as to what Coudray was doing over there on first base that said, hey, now's the time to make a move?
Very possible. And that pitch misses low. So 2 away now. Here in the top of the first. And that pitch almost hits Mosher, but he gets out of the way. And the St. Mary's here is battling here, at least the first 3 anyway in this ballgame.
Checking those early season reflexes on that pitch, high and tight.
And this is, in fact, St. Mary's 0-1. They played Punxsutawney a week ago. Warren, this is their season opener.
Foul ball.
Apologize for that. I think I said it was the season opener for both teams. My mistake.
No problem.
Get lost in that when the season got pushed up about a week this year.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Berdine looking for a clean top of the first here. And that misses low on the count 4. Big things expected from both of these starting pitchers here today this season, Berdine and Coudray. And that pitch misses low, so Mosher aboard with 2 outs, and that'll bring Carter Price, the catcher, for St. Mary's.
And I talk about big things expected from both pitchers. Both pitchers got have that name recognition at their respective schools. That,
Sure.
There is certainly a lot to live up to for both of them.
Both have turned into outstanding players in their own right as well.
Mm-hmm.
Berdine again from the stretch. And diving back there is Mosher. I think he is well aware.
Mosher a little more ready for that pickoff attempt, I think, than Coudray was.
Berdine's pitch. It's in there for a strike. And Berdine has given up an infield single and a walk in this inning. Got the pickoff. Now 2 away, runner on first. Runner going. Throw down by Linsky's not going to be in time. That's a stolen base for Mosher. So a lot of action on the base pass here early in the game.
We've seen one runner picked off, another one get a successful steal.
And he got a good jump there, too, Berdine's already picked the guy off in the inning, but Mosher able to get a good jump there and get himself in the scoring position.
I was just going to say, St. Mary's now with the first runner in scoring position of the ball game.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Berdine gets out of it. We'll head to the bottom of the first. St. Mary's nothing. Warren coming to bat. You're watching high school baseball on D910sports.com. The YDL Sports Network.
22. Is there a number you want me to make sure I tell you guys?
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
We're a little closer.
All right, we head to the bottom of inning number 1. St. Mary's nothing. Warren coming to bat. For Warren, it'll be Ben Soa leading off. He's the center fielder. Connor Hoffman batting second. He's at shortstop. Eric Dippold bats third. He's the second baseman. Owen Blum, the designated hitter, bats fourth. Carson Farr in left. Anthony Arrett, the first baseman, batting fifth. Archie DeConchuk batting sixth. He is at third base. Berdine, the pitcher, batting seventh. Aiden Zadarko in right field, batting ninth. And Gio Alinsky, the catcher, hitting ninth for the Dragons.
Hope I didn't jinx this. I had to run over and pull my umbrella a little closer to our broadcast position.
Well, always got to be prepared. The sky isn't looking great.
It is threatening, that's for sure.
As Coudray finishes his warm-up tosses, St. Mary's defensively. Coudray with Carter Price, his battery mate. At third, it's Dan Schultz. At second, Vinny Lenz. At shortstop, Lucas Bowser. At third base, Ben Paul, and left outfield, left to right, Eli Rippey, Logan Mosier, and Tyson Beimel for the Dutch. Again, it'll be Soa, Hoffman, and Dippold to face Coudray here in the bottom of the first. As Coudray finishes his warm-up tosses, and Soa will lead off for the Dragons under the direction of second-year coach Andrew Morrison.
I know he's expecting his team to make a big leap this year, make a postseason run.
Both these teams young last year. Warren was very young last year. That's just JT Blum, lone senior. So winding the pitch, and that's taken low for ball one. We're underway here in the bottom of the first. The winding the pitch, and that is grounded to short. And throwing on to first for the out is Lucas Bowser to retire Ben Soa. One away here in the bottom of the first. So 1 up, 1 down. Connor Hoffman, junior shortstop, will come to the plate for the Dragons. Pitch misses low for ball one. And pitches ball two, also missing low. So 2-0 the count here on Hoffman. Here in the bottom of the first. And that pitch also low. So 3 straight out of the zone low. And it's 3-0 on Connor Hoffman.
See how aggressive Warren wants to be here. It's 3-0 count in the afternoon for the Dragons.
And that's a 4-pitch walk. So Hoffman aboard with 1 out. And that'll bring Eric Dippold to the plate. Second baseman. Three-sport athlete quarterback on the football team. Battled the St. Mary's quarterback here, Coudray, on the diamond. And Coudray pumps in a strike there, 0-1 on Dippold.
Might be an interesting matchup on the gridiron as well, seeing these two quarterbacks the way they like to sling it around the field.
Could be. And there's a quick move over to first, and diving back is Hoffman.
Blew our camera right off his position.
Winding the pitch and in there for a strike. Eric Dippold, the number 3 hitter in the lineup. Coudray with a check of Hoffman at first, and another pickoff attempt by Hoffman.
Which way is that coming? Almost straight in off the left field. I expect to see a whole lot of extra base hits the way this wind is blowing in.
And that a called strike 3. So Dippold out on strikes, 2 away. And Owen Blum, the designated hitter, will be the batter.
This guy's gonna let you can't go for the perfect pitch. If it's close, you gotta be able. You can go to right field.
Oh, and they got Hoffman picked off.
In the rundown right now, a little pickle going on.
And Hoffman is finally going to be tagged out there by Coudray, the pitcher, and that'll do it here. We head to the second. Warren nothing, St. Mary's nothing. You're watching high school baseball on D910sports.com, the YDL Sports Network.
Claims happen. Fortunately, you have Gerg Insurance and Financial in your corner. Your family is our family, and we really mean that. So we invite you to get in touch with us and find out for yourself. Gerg Insurance and Financial. Offices in Ridgeway, Warren, and St. Mary's. Call 814-781-1020 for an appointment or a quote today. Gerg Insurance and Financial wants to understand you to help protect you.
Gerg Insurance, caring for you and the things you care for.
Welcome back in here to Legion Field in North Warren, heading top second. No score between the Dragons and St. Mary's. This little inter-district matchup here, early season.
If either one of these pitchers starts
Season and home opener for the Dragons. St. Mary's comes in 0-1 to the loss to Punxsutawney last week.
I would just need Brady. Well, first game, I think they won 9-7. Which makes sense. I just hope they don't pick it.
It'll be the second baseman, Lons to lead off. Eli Rippey due up next, followed by Tyson Brown.
We were fighting for second. But a lot of the teams are falling. But they have a really good pitcher, too.
Gathering at the mound here as we get set to start the top of the second inning. Gunverdine still on the mound for the Dragons.
Missouri's an excellent league, but they're 6th. And Meadville's probably a better team than Erie's.
First pitch in there for a strike.
Don't get too cute. Going against the all-star. Both, I guess, decent players. See you later.
The one coming from Verdine is fouled away. Pushes the count to 0-2.
Don't mess around here while he's 0-2s that turn into 3.
Ripped down the right field line, but foul.
Hey, that got rejected by a tree. They'll find that easy.
Verdine's 0-2. Poke towards second. Fielded there onto first. Not in time. Second infield single of the game for St. Mary's. And that'll bring up Eli Rippey, left fielder. First pitch low and away for a ball. Throw over to first. Not in time. Andy's back with us here. He's looking for some extra equipment. Another one of those slow-rolling infield singles to lead off top of the second. Takes that one foul and out of play.
Yeah, with this weather and the way the fields are, that's just going to happen sometimes at this point, especially early in the season.
1-1 coming to Rippey. And for a strike.
Nice pitch there by Verdine. Good.
Nice breaking ball. Yep. 1-2. And credit to St. Mary's so far. They've gotten 2 strikes on them, and these hitters have battled. Throw over to first. That pitch poked down the right field line, but foul.
Unless you can see some hidden, but I think you're right. I think we got that. Foul ball. Probably a hard hit. Thing is, he got there though. But he was still running. He actually got there and waited for it. He's usually pretty good.
Claims happen. Fortunately, you have Gerg Insurance and Financial in your corner. Your family is our family, and we really mean that. So we invite you to get in touch with us and find out for yourself. Gerg Insurance and Financial. Offices in Ridgeway, Warren, and St. Mary's. Call 814-781-1020 for an appointment or a quote today. Gerg Insurance and Financial wants to understand you to help protect you.
Gerg Insurance, caring for you and the things you care for.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
and running. Warren and St. Mary's. We're back here in the coach with you from Legion Field in Warren.
Go, Boots. Go, teachers. Forward. Make sure you're ready to catch it. Don't get too fancy. Right at him. Right at him.
And that pitch taken check screen for a ball. We'll get you back to all the action here in just a second. Get you caught up on what you might have missed. And do apologize for those technical difficulties.
One.
2 runs, 3 runs.
Oh, no. They now have 3.
They now have 2 runs across the plate there for the Dutch. And now 3-0. So, Brian, yeah, what did I miss while I was gone?
Oh, well, let me turn my mic up there. Probably help a little bit. Dutch just came out and got runners on the base paths right out of the gate here in the third. And they had another one of those slow rollers down the line and able to beat it out. Next batter hits a double, and then we get a walk, and then RBI ground out, and then what we just saw here with the 2 runs.
So 3-0 Dutch here in the top of inning number 3.
Blown away there from Burdine.
This is Vinny Lenz at the plate for St. Mary's. That was Carter Price with that big 2-run hit there for the Dutch. And first diving back, and that is the second pickoff of the game for Brady Burdine. So the pickoff move in midseason form for the Dragon junior right-hander.
That's 2 pickoffs.
And boy, Brian, that's something you don't see very often. 2 pickoffs in one game.
Well, and especially at this level for the pitcher to have that command to get those throws over to first.
That pitch in there for a strike.
And get them in position to get the tag down.
As Lenz bats here in the top of the third, 3-0 Dutch. And that pitch as well from Burdine. Limit the damage here in the third. And the pitch that's grounded to short. Hoffman up with it, throw over. It is in time for out number 3. St. Mary's takes a 3-0 lead. We'll be right back. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
All right, welcome back here as we head to the bottom of inning number 3. St. Mary's leading Warren here 3-0 from Legion Field. And knock on wood, I'm going to right now. The weather has held off to this point, about 12 after 4.
We talked about this all basketball season, and you can't say stuff like that.
I know. It's a kiss of death, isn't it?
Important to point out, too, I think, of those 3 runs that Warren has surrendered, only one of them earned so far.
Yeah. So a little bit of tough luck for Brady Burdine. Again, expected to be the ace of this staff for Warren. As is Charlie Coudray here as he begins inning number 3 for the Dutch on the mound. He will face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Aiden Zadarko, Gio Lindsay, and then back to the top and Ben Silla.
Well, and if I'm looking at this correctly, again, had to make some adjustments there with our broadcast temporarily. And I
do apologize for that, book.
Lost the book, but I believe it was that's how St. Mary's started the last inning, was 8-9.
Okay, so maybe that's a good omen for Warren. We shall see. As the Darko, the right fielder, digs in against the pitcher Kudre, lead things off here in the bottom of the third. That pitch misses low from Kudre, and we're underway. The bottom of the third, ball one. On to Darko. Line swing and a miss. Kudre pumps a fastball near by 1-1.
Darko was looking to take that one the other way if he got a hold of it.
Yep, for sure. 1-1 the count. The wind and the fire. That's fouled straight back. 1-2. Coming to you from Legion Field here in North Warren. St. Mary's leading 3-0 here in the bottom of the third. This D9-10 crossover baseball game. Kudre ready with the 1-2. And that misses low and away. That'll even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Aiden Zadarko. Kudre set and pitch. And that pitch misses about the same spot, so that'll run the count full on Zadarko again. For most of these teams, this is their first and second time out, in actual game situations. Sometimes, practice time outside can be limited. Payoff pitch, swing, and a miss.
I think the patience shown by the hitters on both teams so far has really been something for the early part of the season, that they're not just up there hacking away at everything because, as you said, you haven't got out there for the most part and faced live pitching, and, there can be a tendency at times to be a little anxious to want to get that first hit of the season.
Oh, sure. And Gio Linsky steps in, he takes ball one, and to your point too, it's one thing to face BP pitching, it's another guy here in a live situation and see it really Warren for the first time this season. St. Mary's the second time. That pitch misses 2-0 on Linsky, the Dragon catcher and number 9.
How does that score the one that against the fence right now?
And that misses 3-0. All these pitches from Kudre is at bat pretty much the same spot.
I usually don't give errors there, but you actually
Linsky way ahead in the count here.
If you would have been
seems like Kudre is just bound and determined to just keep pumping that spot. Either get the call or get Linsky to swing at it.
And there's a strike at the knee, so 3-1 on Linsky. And that pitch misses high. That's ball 4, and Linsky draws the 1-out walk. I'll turn things back over to the top of the lineup, and Ben Soa. Ben grounded out too short in his first at bat.
And again, good patience there by Linsky. Kudre changed the eye level on him, and Linsky didn't go for it.
Soa, the lefty, digs in. And the pitch, and that misses low for a ball. And thinking about the throw over there was Carter Price, but thought better of it. Thought we might see a snap throw down to first there, see if he can catch a Linsky napping. But
well, and with Soa being a lefty, he's right there in the batter's box too.
That makes it tough. And so concern definitely over there for Linsky at first as we see a pickoff attempt there from Kudre.
You couldn't give an error on it because they were just slow and they ran.
Dragons batting with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Runner on first. St. Mary's leading 3-0. And that misses low. And again,
no, I believe he called that.
Oh, did he call that strike? Okay, so one
it was a delayed call, but I did see him go out.
So, and again, Price looking over in the direction of Linsky at first base after he caught that pitch. And there's another pickoff.
Bottom of the third.
1-1 the count on Ben Soa here in the bottom of inning number 3.
And apparently, we weren't the only ones having technical difficulties today. First ball game of the season. They're just now getting the scoreboard fired up in left field here at Legion Field.
Ball misses 2-1 on Ben Soa. And again, and that ball gets away, but not far enough for Linsky to take off.
Again, by the time Linsky was back up on his feet,
Dan
Schultz had it.
first baseman for the Dutch. 2-1 count here on Ben Silla as the Dragons look to get something going here, trailing 3-0. And there's a slow chopper to third. And unable to make the play there is Paul. And Linsky goes to third. Yep.
And there you saw that little chopper now. This time it's Warren taking advantage of it. As So is able to beat it out over to first.
Yep. I mean, so the throw was off, but I think Soa was going to beat that anyway, it looked like. But Linsky goes to third. That's really development there. Runner on third, 1 out. They'll bring up Connor Hoffman. Hoffman have walked in his first at bat. Goodrich on the stretch. And that pitch is hit well right at the center fielder Mosier. Tagging is Alinsky, and he will score. So it's a sacrifice fly for Hoffman, and the Dragons are on the board 3-1.
Hoffman didn't waste any time on that one. Took the first pitch he saw, and almost straight away center field.
Yeah, again, that ball, that's one of the harder hit balls we've seen so far in this ball game. Mosier had a beat on it right from the start. And it's 3-1 here on the bottom of the third as Eric Dippold will step in.
And Sill's going to be standing up at second base.
The ball got away from Price there, so Silla goes to second on the wild pitch. Dippold struck out looking his first at bat.
One down.
He has a runner in scoring position. Base hit potentially could make this a one-run ball game.
And that pitch is low 2-0 now on Eric Dippold. Owen Blum, the designated hitter, on deck. Goodrich, 2-0. And that pitch is foul all the way, 2-1. Goes up into the woods. In the back of one things here about Old Legion Field. And Warren is a foul ball going back. It's probably going in the woods.
Yeah, you need a lot of Gophers with eyes on here if you want to hang on to your supply of baseballs.
2-1 to Dippold. Bender in there, and that misses 3-1.
Kutre wanted that one.
Yeah,
bad.
he did. Not a bad location. But call the ball now 3-1 on Dippold. The hitters count here. Runner in scoring position is Silla. He's at second, 1 away. Or 2 away, excuse me. And there's a ground ball to short. And Bowser makes the play on the first for out number 3. But the Dragons get on the board. After 3, it's St. Mary's 3, Warren 1. We'll be right back. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
And welcome back to Legion Field here in Warren, where we head to the top of the 4th. It is St. Mary's 3, Warren 1, due up for St. Mary's. It is 6th, 7th, 8th in the lineup. Eli Rippey, Tyson Beimel, and Dan Schultz against Dragon pitcher Brady Burdine. I think I might have called him Ben earlier. I do apologize.
It's okay. Ben coached my game versus Slippery Rock this year in the playoff. I was announced as Ben Burdine. And when they did the highlights from the Hickory game, guess what they called Brady? Ben Burdine.
Yeah. I don't feel quite as bad now as
my younger son.
Dad, Jeff Burdine, Dragon basketball coach, telling us a funny story about
we are far from the only ones confusing these two names.
Anyways, Brady Burdine on the mound for the Dragons, and Eli Rippey set to lead things off here for St. Mary's in the top of inning number 4.
And it'll be interesting to see how far the Dragons let Burdine go here. He's already up to 59 pitches here through 3 innings.
I can't imagine, especially early in the season, I can't imagine that either pitcher would get extended to 100 pitches. just still late March here. That pitch misses for a ball, 1-0, and they are underway here in the top of the fourth.
And kind of odd to say that here in northwestern Pennsylvania. It's late March, and we're out here broadcasting a baseball game.
Yeah, we'll take it. And that pitch is popped into right with the beat on it. There is, I was going to say so, but actually is a Darko out there right field for out number 1. He has it.
A little bit of a makeup there as it was Darko got caught on the angle on the extra base hit that Dutch had in the third that put runners on second and third.
So Tyson Beimel digs in for St. Mary's. No one on, 1 out here in the top of the fourth. And Verdine's pitch misses low, ball 1.
I thought about offering it that, but held up.
1-0 misses high, so 2-0. Beimel ahead in the count here. The Beimel family, very famous in North County.
You might have heard that name once or twice if you're in the St. Mary's area.
And Beimel rips that one into the gap, and that is now it's going to be. He's going for 2. Throw was in timing. Out. Carson Farr with the rope from left field nails Beimel, trying to extend the single into a double. A heck of a play there by Carson Farr, the Dragon left fielder. There are 2 away, and I'm sure his pitcher appreciates that a great deal.
I mean, the only question there was whether the tag was going to get around in time. That throw was on a rope from left field.
So big defensive play there for the Dragons. 2 away now for Dan Schultz. Digs in with no one on. And kind of a excuse me swing there. He fouls it back, 0-1.
Why couldn't anybody score? Was it terrible weather? No, it just
So 0-1 to count here on Schultz. Verdine looking for a quick inning here. Yeah, that pitch just misses. That'll even things up at 1 ball and 1 strike on Schultz.
You can see Alinsky tried to frame that one up a little bit and just couldn't quite get it there.
Verdine set the belt, ready for the 1-1. And that pitch is in there for a strike. 1 and 2 on the Dutchman first baseman here. He bats with 2 outs and no one on.
Freshman, right? Yeah.
Andrew, this 68 right here.
Go get him here, kid.
I would imagine, regardless of what happens with this hitter here, as the 1-2's coming in. This will probably be Verdine's last inning.
I would say so again, especially early in the season here. I don't think either coach is going to max these guys out pitch count wise. These are your horses here. You want them ready and available all season. We'll do the 1-2 again. Swing and again foul back. So Schultz hanging in there here against Verdine. It remains 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And Schultz got a piece of that as he seemed like he was backing out of the batter's box.
Did.
Not leaving anything to chance there.
So we'll do the 1-2 again. Verdine to Schultz. Swing, and that's strike 3. So that'll do it for St. Mary's here in the top of the fourth. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. St. Mary's 3-1, Warren 1. You're watching high school baseball on the YDO Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
With locations in Shippenville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Oh, there he is.
Can I get my laugh on camera?
All right. As we're welcome back here, St. Mary's 3, Warren 1. We head to the bottom of the fourth. friend John Sittler stopped by here. He's to our right. Come over to say hello, taking some pictures. And due up for Warren here in the bottom of the fourth will be the 4, 5, 6 hitters, Owen Blum, Anthony Arrett, and Archie Tkonchuk. And it's still Charlie Coudray out there for the Dutch. We speculate that might be, as you said, Brian, Burdine's last inning on the mound. And maybe the same for Coudray.
I would say, I would imagine it's going to be close to the same for Coudray also. You said you want to get these guys stretched out a little bit, but you don't want to push them too far, especially as we've noted at the end of March, a long season left in front of you.
So Burdine gives up, if that is it for Burdine, he gives up 3 runs in 4, and just one of those runs earned.
If that is it for Burdine, goes 4 innings, allows 5 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. I mean, that's for the first start of the season. You can't ask for much more.
And again, that's something to build off of, as Owen Blum will dig in here to lead things off here in the bottom of the fourth against Charlie Coudray. We reach the bottom of the hour here. Blum against Coudray. And that pitch is ripped up the middle of a base hit for Owen Blum. So Blum leads things off here in the bottom of the fourth with a single. And that'll bring up Anthony Arrett, the first baseman.
Coudray right now, according to our friends over on Game Changer, up to 44 pitches.
So very efficient so far.
You might get another inning out of Coudray.
Yeah, depending on how this goes. That pitch on the outside corner for strike.
And Arrett, his first time up, ripped a double down the left field line. Dragons were unable to bring him home. He was stranded. Nice pitch there from Coudray.
Yeah, it was, as he's quickly ahead 0-2 on Anthony Arrett.
I don't think Coudray appreciated the fact that Arrett took him down the line the last time around.
That pitch was perfect.
From the stretch, the 0-2. And that misses low. 1-2 to count on Anthony Arrett.
Yes.
Coudray. Quick check of the runner. That pitch is going to be fouled away.
Right at your car, I think, Andy.
It was right at my car. Missed, thankfully. Saw that happen in the softball game here yesterday where windshield got dinged. You'll have that with the cars in close proximity here. Remains 1-2 on Arrett. And swing and a miss, strike 3. So
nice breaking ball there from Coudray.
Yep, got Arrett to chase a little bit there. And one away, we'll bring up Archie Tkonchuk for the Dragons. Tkonchuk, that's chopped foul down the third base line, 0-1. Also see quite a bit of Tkonchuk on the mound this year as well.
Tkonchuk 0 for 1 on a drop third strike. Was thrown out at first.
Yeah, that pitch misses low. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Archie Tkonchuk. Batting with 1 out and a runner on first here in the bottom of inning number 4. Pitch is popped and
Bases on a diving attempt. But Beimel unable to come up with it.
Heck of an effort, though. Count now 1-2 on Archie Tkonchuk. 5 seconds to get back into position there. He had to go a long ways to try and make that play.
This is one of those times as a pitcher you maybe feel around on the ball, make sure there's no mud or dirt or anything on there. Take a walk around the mound, give your right fielder some time to gather himself.
Absolutely.
Here's Beimel's okay. He's heading back out to his position in right.
And Coudray heads back to the mound, and Tkonchuk will dig back in with the 1-2 count.
And this has been the difference here so far. in that 3-run inning, St. Mary's was able to string a number of hits together. The Dragons have gotten some hits, haven't been able to put those hits together in succession and get some runners across the plate.
Yeah, that ball misses. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to count on to Concheck. And that misses low, and the count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kind of a big spot here, it feels like. Payoff pitch misses low for ball 4, and Blum will head down to second to Concheck to first. So 2 on and 1 out now for the Dragons. They'll bring up Brady Burdine.
Has a chance to help his own cause here.
I was getting ready to see if I should put a raw pitch or a fast raw pitch in there, but I got all on running, so they don't really.
Burdine bats with runners on first and second, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. St. Mary's leading 3-1. And that pitch gets away from Price, and the runners are going to move up on the play.
So now a base hit maybe scores a pair to tie this up.
Big play there. Second and third now, 1-0 count on Burdine.
The Dragon fans say during the last inning that they needed one of those 70-foot pass balls that Legion Field is somewhat infamous for. And they got a couple of them here in this inning. Is Kudre now up to almost 60 pitches.
Count 2-0 on Burdine. And that pitch is hit to short, and making the play there for that was Bowser, but the run comes across to answer 3-2.
Concheck moves down to third. The Dragons now have the tying run 90 feet away.
And Hayden Zadarko will be the batter. Hayden struck out swinging in his first at bat. And he takes a strike, 0-1.
Again, this is where those 70-foot pass balls can really be a difference maker now with the Concheck on third.
Absolutely.
The wind picks up here a little bit. And again, that wind is blowing straight in, so it's certainly not doing the pitchers any favors.
Absolutely
not. Or the hitters, excuse me. He's doing the pitchers a ton of favors.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 1-1. And that pitch is ripped by Zadarko.
The ball carries to the left field fence.
And Hayden Zadarko's RBI double has tied the game at 3 here in the bottom of the 4th.
So does that count as the announcer's jinx on Kudria? Just said the wind was helping him out. Zadarko rips it to the left field.
RBI double off the bat of Zadarko. We're tied at 3, and that'll bring Gio Alinsky to play. He walked his last time up.
And again, I think the way the Dutch outfielders are playing and Rippy out there on the left, just didn't think that ball would carry enough to get over his head.
The 1-0 the count now on Alinsky.
Hey, here we go, 6. Not done yet. Come on.
Yep, and as you said, he was cruising the pitch count, very efficient going into this inning for Kudre. He's thrown a lot here in the 4th.
I came into the inning with only I think 44 pitches. I said he's now up to 62, so already an 18-pitch inning, and we're giving up a pair of runs.
The meeting on the mound is over, and Alinsky will bat with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. It's Alinsky versus Kudre. Zadarko, the runner on second after the RBI double.
Race it scores. Let's go. Come on, 6.
And that pitch is fouled away, 1-1.
See already they got a handful of gophers out there going for those baseballs that go up into the woods.
Swing 1-2. Gio Alinsky. He bats now in a tie game in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch that misses outside. They'll even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
20-30 feet here, and then it worked over, and then
Grace, no. Foul the wide, and we'll do it again.
Again, we're going to go into the fifth inning, probably with both teams turning to their bullpen. So we'll see what kind of depth they have.
Because it's like 30 feet up the hill, like right there.
Some of those baseballs that went out of play behind us back into play.
Went up into the woods there. We'll do the 2-2 again.
And now the game is tied, and now I'm starting to see some raindrops.
Yeah! Alinsky, that could be trouble. Beimel is unable to make the play. Darko will score, and the Dragons have taken a 4-3 lead. Beimel made a diving attempt, unable to come up with it. And Gio Alinsky, the RBI knock, and it's 4-3 Warren.
Turn things over to the top of the Dragons lineup here.
Ben Silla. There's 1 for 2. And diving back in the first is Alinsky. So 3 runs across here for Warren in the bottom of the 4th.
He's there.
And Alinsky in there with the stolen base. Throw gets away, but not far enough for him to go to third.
Again, that is one thing. I think that's just the early season field conditions here. Those balls, even when they bounce, they don't bounce very far right now.
No.
Got just warm enough today here to really soften the ground a bit. It was, there was frost on the ground this morning.
Let's go, Ben. Come on, Ben.
Yeah, again, the temperature in the 20s this morning.
2-0 now.
Ben Silla. This is high 3-0. Boy, all of a sudden, Kudre having trouble finding the zone here.
And has now crossed the 70-pitch threshold. We'll see how long the Dutch want to keep him in. I'm sure they want him to try to finish this inning with 2 away.
And that pitch misses away for ball 3. So way ahead in the count here.
You got to think he's taking all the way here.
He does, and that ball is in there for a strike.
Sitting on the pitch here, 5. Barrel it up. Come on, 5. Let's go, Soa.
Pausing the action as Price says, looks like he's tying his shoe.
3-1 the count on Soa. Runner on second, Alinsky. 2 outs. Warren leading 4-3. And that pitch misses low for ball 4. So we have 2 on for Connor Hoffman.
Hoffman, who got the Dragons on the board with a sacrifice fly.
Chance to do some more damage here.
Hasn't officially registered an at-bat yet this season. Hoffman with the sac fly.
That pitch, Kudre pumps in there for a strike, 0-1. And the pitch, and that's back to Kudre. He will fire on to first for out number 3, but Warren strikes for 4 runs. And we have played 3 runs, and after 4, it's Warren 4, St. Mary's 3. We'll be back. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Okay, getting the changes here for the Dragons. It'll be Carson Farr on to pitch for the Dragons. Brady Burdine moves from pitcher to first base. Anthony Eric goes from first base to right field. And Aiden Zadarko from right field to left field. So those are your changes for the Dragons, as Farr will face the 9, 1, and 2 hitters for St. Mary's. Ben Paul, Lucas Bowser, and Charlie Coudray. All right, Brian. So it's been an interesting one to this point. Warren striking for 3 runs there in the bottom of the 4th to take a 4-3 lead.
Each team now has had a 3-run inning here this afternoon.
So we'll see if St. Mary's has an answer this time as Carson Farr finishes his warm-up tosses. Farr started that rally for the Dragons last time with a single.
And again, we're going to see what the bullpen and pitching depth is here for both of these teams early on in the season.
Yeah, and that can be the tough thing for coaches early in the season. Just sometimes with the postponements and the makeups, you get a lot of games in a short period of time, and that pitching can be tested early and often. All right, so Paul digs in against Carson Farr. Farr's first pitch misses for a ball, and we are underway here in the top of inning number 5. One from Farr is outside, so 2-0 to count on Ben Paul. The wind picks up here a little bit once again.
And you mentioned Farr started that rally. Farr also had that big throw from left field.
He did.
To cut down the runner at second base. It really was a turning point because it looked like St. Mary's was maybe on the verge again of having another big inning, but getting that runner at second.
And a little swing and a miss, and then it'll even the count at 2-2.
Really, to finish that thought, really, that getting that runner out at second base really kind of changed the whole complexion of that inning.
Wind the pitch from Farr. Fouled away by Paul. Will do it again. So yeah, to your point, Farr has kind of had his hands all over this rally here for Warren as you have it 2-2 to count on Paul. Pitch number 6 will be at bat coming up. And that's at the knees, called strike 3. So Farr gets Paul looking for out number 1 here in the top.
This is the kid that hit the double.
That's the way you want your bullpen to get things started with a big strikeout.
So that'll turn the order back to the top for the Dutchman, Lucas Bowser. And that pitch misses high, broke, never quite into the zone, 1-0. The 1-0 from Farr. And tries another bender that one in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on Bowser.
And Bowser seems perfectly content to just leave those up there for right now.
Farr set with the 1-1. And that one's in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike on Bowser.
Yeah, I got to say, one of the things about baseball and softball season is you really get to experience what each bench is going through. The players in the St. Mary's dugout have been extremely vocal all game long.
you love to hear that and see that. And that pitch misses for a ball. So good hitters count here for Bowser. Now 3 balls and 1 strike.
Sounds like they're calling out some football plays over there.
And that misses away, so it's a 1-out walk, and Bowser's aboard here in the 5th.
Maybe that was the audible. They were telling Bowser to take for the walk.
So Coudray will dig in here now. One on, one out. Dutchman down by a run here in the top of the fifth. And that pitch gets away from Walensky, and scampering down to second is Bowser. So the tying run now in scoring position with one out.
And at the point in your lineup where you want to be with your 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up.
Absolutely. So good opportunity here for St. Mary's. Far from the stretch. And that misses low. Even things up. One ball and one strike. Far looks in for his sign. He's got it. Set with the 1-1. And that pitch, yeah, outside. 2-1 on Coudray. And that pitch misses away. So the count now 3-1 on Coudray. Mosier on deck. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So now 2 on and 1 out for the Dutch. As we're going to get a mound visit here. So 2-1 St. Mary, or yeah, 2 runners on for St. Mary's. They trail Warren 4-3 here in the top of the fifth. Logan Mosier, the number 3 hitter, coming to the plate. So big situation here in this ball game. Weather is good enough to play today. Not too warm, but
we wouldn't call it a great day for baseball.
Not a great day for baseball, but you know, sometimes living in northwestern Pennsylvania, you got to know what you're dealing with. It's good enough to play, that's for sure. So Mosier will now dig in against Carson Farr. Big spot here. Mosier takes inside 1-0. So Carson Farr having a little trouble finding the zone here after getting a strikeout to open the inning. And that pitch again gets away from Walensky. The ball will move up. Runners will move up as an aggressive turn there from Bowser. He'll stay at third. So 2-0 the count now, and base hit here could give St. Mary's the lead right back.
Walensky got a little nonchalant going for that pass ball, and doesn't made him think about it.
So no count. Here's the pitch from Farr. And that's in there for a strike. 2-1.
Much needed strike for the Dragon.
I'm not getting too fired up. This guy's a good stick. There's a guy to walk.
2-1 the count. And that pitch misses. 3-1 now. Another good hitter's count for Mosier. Sure, would it be the worst thing in the world here to walk into
Plus the
Warren?
next guy.
Actually set up a double play.
He got that base open.
Yeah.
He's built like a football trap.
Mosier's thinking base hit here, and but swing and a miss. Ball pumps it in there, and it's now a full count on Logan Mosier.
A bit of a changeup there, I think. Farr pulled the string.
Big pitch here. Farr looks in. That's a sign, and the payoff pitch. Called strike 3. And a big second out for Carson Farr and Warren. As Carter Price will dig in now with 2 outs, runners on second and third.
I thought he was getting a free pass there.
And that pitch almost in the same spot as Farr going to his off-speed stuff here, and gets a hit of Price 0-1.
Well, you know, sometimes if your fastball's not rotating, sometimes the best thing you can do is change things around, get your pitch, get your changeup working, get yourself some strikes.
Price takes low, 1-1 the count. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. St. Mary's trailing 4-3. Far, and that misses a little low. So 2-1 the count now on Carter Price.
Hey, good to see that the Dragons were able to get a lot of the unnecessary vandalism taken care of. Some youngsters came up here and did some damage up here at Legion Field a few weeks ago, and
the field looks great now.
The community rallied around together. They came out, had themselves a work bee, and got things cleaned up.
3-1. That's in there for a strike.
Price did the same thing. He thought he was getting the ball four call there.
Well, it's only, you know, an umpire, I don't really appreciate that too much. But the count now full on Price. Big pitch here. And grounded to second. Up with it there is Dipple. He throws on the first for out number 3. So far escapes damage. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Your score, Warren 4, St. Mary's 3. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxborough.
Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
All right, we head to the bottom of inning number 5. Warren 4, St. Mary's 3. Due up for the Dragons, it will be Eric Dipple to lead things off. And we have a new pitcher out there for St. Mary's, and that is Bowser. So Bowser in the pitch. It looks like Coudray maybe a third or fourth. It is Bowser in the pitch now for St. Mary's. Coudray went 4 innings for the Dutch, so both starters go 4 innings, kind of about what we expected.
I had to chuckle a little bit. I heard the Warren coaching staff being told that Farr threw 28 pitches in that 1 inning of relief, and as the coaches are kind of lamenting that that's not really what they want for him, I heard Archie Tekonchik over there going, let him cook.
So far, due up second. Tekonchik 4th in this inning. Again, just Bowser on to pitch for St. Mary's. Again, as you said, each team at the 3 spot. St. Mary's scored 3 runs.
Hey, it's the guy with the ski mask out there.
Take a 3-0 lead. Warren got 1 bag.
Hey, John, what number is the short?
Warren scored 3 in the 4th inning to take a 4-3 lead. So that's where we're at. Warren 4, St. Mary's 3, as we're in the bottom of inning number 5. Bowser getting his warm-up tosses in here. Thank you so much for joining us on the YDL Sports Network. I know it's a little bit of a cold day, so you might not want to be outside. So happy to bring you to action here.
First of hopefully at least 3 broadcasts.
Hey, Blue, who they put in the game?
All weather dependent.
Isn't he supposed to come and tell me the lineup change?
So Eric Dipple digs in for
Hey,
one against
who did they
Bowser.
put in the game?
And first pitch from Bowser is misses for ball 1. Want to know the count on Eric Dipple. Here's the wind and the pitch, and that pitch is ripped into the right center field gap, and that is going to be, well, maybe extra bases for Dipple. It is. Dipple in with a stand-up double to begin the bottom of the 5th.
Great angle taken there out in center field, though, to get to that ball quickly.
Yeah, Mosier out there in center.
And come up with it right in throwing position.
Well, I was going to say, off the bat, that was a surefire double. And it ended up being that way, but
But Mosier made it interesting.
Yeah, he got it. He got it in quick. That's for sure. So now Owen Blum will dig in. Single and scored his last at bat. And that pitch misses outside for ball one. The second leadoff double of the game here for the Dragons. As Blum digs in. And foul. 1-1.
Those never feel good. That one fouled back. I couldn't tell if it got Price or the umpire.
Oh,
but,
no, that-
either way, that does not feel good.
Not especially on a cold day.
No, you think those balls hit on the handle sting.
Ooh, and Bowser got Blum out in front.
Way
there.
out in front.
1 and 2. Blum was kind of sitting dead red there. It looked like.
I think Blum was thinking that one was going over the left field fence.
Yeah, here's the wind and the 1-2.
I don't know who the shorts are.
On the stretch, is Bowser. And that pitch gets away, and scampering over to third is Eric Dipple.
You would think they'd come to tell you what they switched.
So Dipple goes to third on the wild pitch. That evens the count. On Blum. Pitch. Swing and a miss. And boy, kind of a delayed reaction there from everybody. We were kind of waiting too to see what the call was.
And you could hear the Warren coaches going, run. If Blum had been full motor the whole way down there, he probably would have beat that throw.
So
Price didn't think it hit the ground.
So strikeout 2-3. And there's one away runner on third, Anthony Eric coming to the plate. Runner on third, 1 out. And that pitch misses a little low, 1-0 on Anthony Eric, who started the game at first base and has since moved to right field. And that pitch again down now, so 2-0 to count on Eric, senior.
One away here in the fifth.
Dipple, the runner at third, he doubled to lead things off. Pitch from Eric, fouled straight back into the woods. 2-1 on Anthony Eric. And Bowser, first inning of relief, came on for Kudre, who went 4 innings. And the pitch, and that is taken on the inside corner for a strike. So Bowser battling back here. It's 2-2.
Bowser trying to do exactly what Farr did in the top of the inning. Got in the jam early, and then he was able to work his way out of it.
And that pitch gets away, and coming home is Dipple. He slides in safely, and it's 5-3 Dragons.
My bad.
Well, you're on fire with that announcer's jinx today.
You know, I went the whole basketball season. I didn't get anybody once. It's the first game of baseball season. I've got them like 5 times. It's just my bad, guys. That's all I can say.
So full count now on Eric. And that pitch misses low for ball 4. So Eric aboard with 1 out. And we're going to
get a courtesy runner here or pinch runner for Eric.
We are.
Hey, pick up Anthony here.
That's Neil. Andrew.
So Andrew Neal will be the courtesy runner for Eric. 1 on, 1 out. Now a 2-run lead for Warren, 5-3 in the bottom of the 5th. And St. Mary's coming in with a record of 0-1, lost to Punxsutawney State semifinalist last year. And this is the season opener for Warren. As Archie DeConchek now will dig in. Bowser from the stretch. And that pitch misses low, 1-0. So that's kind of where Bowser's been missing.
Low and away to righties and low and inside to lefties. And you talk about this being the season opener. It's the home opener. And for a team that missed the postseason last year and wants to get back in a worse way, starting off with a win in your home and season opener is a good way to get things going in your favor.
Sure is. Counting out 2-0. Again, this is a program that's won a lot in recent years. That's reflected by the amount of guys they currently have playing at the collegiate level.
And arguably their best team over that stretch didn't even get a chance to see what they could do.
No, that was the of course the COVID year. 3-0 to count now on Archie Concha. Bowser from stretch. And that misses through a 4-pitch walk to Archie Conchuk, and they're now 2 on and 1 out, and Brady Burdine will come to the plate. Burdine an RBI ground out in his last at bat, and we're going to have.
Hey, Blue.
Yep.
Who did 16 come in for?
And
Okay.
we do.
Okay.
we're gonna take just a quick break here and be right back. Warren leading 5-3 here in the bottom of the 5th. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
So the meeting on the mound is over. Look, Bowser will stay in the game as Burdine digs in.
I mean, it looked like they were
Short went to pitcher.
right. And then changed. Everybody came to the mound, and Bowser was kind of looked like he was getting ready to pass the ball over. But they decided to stick with it to face Burdine.
Okay, one's in for
First pitch, ball 1 to Burdine. And that pitch on the inside corner for a strike is 1-1.
Yeah.
Neal, the courtesy runner, on second after Eric walked. The Conchuk walks. He's on first. 1 out. And a run across. And that pitch misses low. So 2-1 the count now on Brady Burdine. He would be the pitcher of record at this point.
We're getting the reception of the team that came for six.
2-0. And Burdine fouls that one. That one may go deep in the woods. I think 2-1. 2-2, excuse me. 2-2 the count on Burdine. Across the 5 o'clock hour. And swing and a miss. So a big second out there for Bowser as the Darko will step to the plate now.
Burdine not happy with himself after that, so he just kind of weaved at it on the outside.
So Aiden Zadarko will come to the plate. Big RBI double his last at bat. And that pitch is going to be foul and out of play.
So he was pulling in right there. Almost got themselves a surprise in that.
Zadarko seems to be seeing the ball quite well here. 1-1 the count. One and the pitch. That misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike on Aiden Zadarko.
You can see Bowser wanted that one, and meanwhile the entire Warren dugout is applauding Zadarko for laying off that pitch.
There's the 1-1. And that misses low. 2-1 now on the Dragon right fielder. 1 run across for Warren here in the 5th. Dipple double and came around and scored on a wild pitch. Two and 1 the count on Zadarko. Bowser's pitch just misses. 3-1. Good hitters count here for Zadarko as the Dragons looking to add on here in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch
Hey, big one
shot
left,
straight
Billy.
back.
Let's go, come on, Aiden.
Full count now on Aiden Zadarko. 2 runners on, and the Dragons leading 5-3.
Guys, it should be right.
Bowser from stretch. And that pitch is chopped, and play is made. And yep, so Bowser escapes. Further damage. Dragons strike for 1 after 5. Warren 5, St. Mary's 3. We'll be right back. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxborough.
I can't hear you.
Oh, we need some less pitches if we're going to beat the weather.
Yeah.
28 pitches.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
So welcome back. Warren 5, St. Mary's 3 as we head to the 6th, due up for the Dutch. Vinny Lenz, Eli Rippey, and Tyson Beimel against Carson Farr on for a second inning of work. And we just had a quick look of the radar. There's some rain, and then there's some snow in there too. So
Does not look pretty. Well, and here's the thing, right? If you're Carson Farr, you maybe take a little extra time warming up this inning. You got the lead. You played 5.
Farr finishing his warm-up tosses here. Again, Vinny Lenz will lead things off here for the Dutchman in the top of inning number 6. And Brian Hagberg, Andy Close here with you. So glad you're joining us here. My second broadcast of the spring, Brian's first of many.
Well, we certainly hope so.
With that, especially early in the season, it's kind of weather permitting.
We certainly don't want to see an April like we had last year.
Oh, that was just brutal.
We went almost 3 weeks.
Not a lot of action.
About 3 games played over that.
Yep.
Across both districts.
All right, so Farr on for his second inning of work here. Able to wiggle his way out of a jam. 2 on, 1 out, and he got the 3 and 4 hitters Moser and Price to strike out and ground out to end that threat unscathed. Back behind the plate. And Lenz digs into the buck. Lenz, is he 2 for 2 if I'm not mistaken?
I believe so.
And that first pitch is hit into right. And Aaron makes the play for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out.
I thought he was going to go 3 for 3 there, but that ball kind of hung up a little bit. Eric was able to get under it.
Wasn't 1 pitch.
As some on the Dragon bench was saying, we need about a 5-pitch inning here to get this game, man. That's a good start.
Or pitch that's in there. Oh, nice pitch. Strike to Eli Rippey. 0-1. And that pitch shot foul, so Farr ahead in the count here at 0-2. One out, no one on. Rippey flew out the right his last at bat. Pitch, and that misses. 1-2 the count now on Eli Rippey. And the pitch foul back. And boy, I lost for that one. Oh, Brian's got it. I see it making its way down the hill now. So the count stays 1-2 on Eli Rippey.
I pointed him right to it.
There's another one going back there.
Don't leave, guys. Don't leave.
So stays 1-2 on Rippey. He bats with 1 out and no one on here in the top of the 6th.
It was easy. It came all the way down out of the tree line.
Farr working quickly here. And that pitch misses. 2-2. Bar set for the 2-2 to Rippy.
Big pitch.
A fly into center, so has got a beat on it for out number 2.
Drops are starting to fall here at Legion Field.
They sure are. So, first 2 men set down for St. Mary's, so they'll bring Tyson Beimel to the plate. Beimel singled his last at bat. Digs in here against Farr. Pitch misses low, 1-0 to Tyson Beimel.
Yeah.
Dutchman, right field.
Yeah, he was. Well, he's actually the guy this guy came in 7.
Pitch from Farr, that just misses. 2-0 in the count now. Beimel ahead.
We threw him out of second, going for a double.
5-3-1, 2 out, no one on. Here on the top.
There's 2. The other one is just JV. He must be a freshman too.
And Beimel hits a slow roller back to Farr on to first. It's a 1-2-3, top of the 6th for Carson Farr. We head to the bottom of inning number 6. 4-5, St. Mary's 3. We'll be right back. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
With locations in Shippenville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Welcome back. It's Warren 5, St. Mary's 3 as we head to the bottom of inning number 6. Bowser on for his second inning in relief for St. Mary's. Due up for the Dragons, Gio Alinsky, Ben Soa, and Connor Hoffman. The 9, 1, and 2 hitters in the Warren lineup.
Hey, John.
Warren
he had 10 for he's at 38.
Struck for 3 runs in the 4th, take a 4-3 lead, added a run in the 5th to make it 5-3. Bowser finishing up his warm-up tosses, and
we're gonna get out of it.
We've almost made it again.
So close.
So close. The radar not too promising, but so far. I mean, it would be.
Looks like we got a little spit of rain, but it
Yeah.
looks like right now maybe it's kind of held off again. So.
If we can get this game, we should get the save.
You know, the radar does not look good at all for the remainder of this game. Unless, again, here, Bowser's able to get a quick inning, and then Warren shuts St. Mary's down in the 7th.
Well, Bowser has completed his warm-up tosses, and Joe Alinsky will lead things off for the Dragons here in the bottom of the 6th. And Kudre started for St. Mary's, went 4 innings. Burdine also went 4 innings for the Dragons. Line and the pitch, and that first pitch is popped sky high into left, and coming on to make the play is Rippy for out number 1. So a 1 pitch, 1 out, exactly how we started the top of the inning, and that'll turn things over to Ben Soa. Soa 1 for 2, has walked. And that pitch taken for a ball, 1-0.
Oh, the wind, especially with the windy cold day. Half the time the wind's been gusting.
Bowser from the wine. And that pitch is hit the second, and up with it there, and on to first is Lenz for out number 2. So quickly 2 away here.
Quick inning, that's what we talked about.
Get this game over. And then
We'll bring up Connor Hoffman for the Dragons. Hoffman has an RBI and a sac fly in this ball game. Here's the wind and the pitch. And that misses just a little low, 1-0 the count on Connor Hoffman. And that pitch misses low. It'll even things up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So a little sloppy at times, but for the most part, especially if you're team in your first game, not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Well, again, just the patience shown by both teams at the plate.
Fly ball, and that's going to fall. I'm unable to come up with it, and it'll go as a base hit for Hoffman, and he's aboard with 2 outs.
Like Bible just lost that one right at the last second. It looked like he had a beat on it, and then all of a sudden it was on the ground.
These guys are very, very gray here, as you can see. And that'll bring Eric Dipple to the plate. Doubled and scored his last time up. And taking off is Hoffman, and he's going to be safe at second base. And there at the stolen base is Connor Hoffman.
Price's throw was on time.
Come on, Eric. Let's go here. Come on, Eric.
In front of the bag and took a big hop.
1-0 the count on Dipple as Hoffman now in scoring position with 2 outs. Dragons looking to add on here in the bottom of the 6th. And that pitch misses in. 2-0 the count now on Dipple. Bowser working from the stretch.
And that's the count they're showing on the scoreboard is actually 1-1.
Okay. Okay, and that misses away.
So 2-1 now.
On Eric Dippold.
Come on, Dip.
1 for 3. And that pitch misses low. Dippold ahead in the count here. Bowser, his second inning of relief from the stretch. And that misses low, so Dipple works the walk. It's now 2 on and 2 out, and that'll bring Carson Farr to the plate. Or Owen Blum, I'm sorry.
I don't recognize a lot of guys.
I was looking at my book and not up at for Owen Blum, the designated hitter for Farr, who started in left field and went to the mound. Blum says single and scored a run today. And the pitch shot foul, 0-1. Anthony Errett on deck, 2 on, 2 out. Dragons leading by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Bowser has his sign. And the pitch. And that pitch is skied. First baseman under it. That is Schultz, and he squeezes it for out number 3. So we head to the 7th. Your score, Warren 5, St. Mary's 3. We'll be right back. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Cliff Kennedy and Company. Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
8-9-1.
Welcome back
And the
to
9
Region
guys
Field
do
in
that.
Warren. We have reached the 7th inning as Warren 5,
No, 9
St.
guys.
Mary's
The
3.
guy that came in
No
at
matter what
shortstop.
happens here, that's almost a win
So I don't-
in and of itself.
Okay, we
We were able to get 7 innings of this ball game.
I think everyone involved is kind of wondering if we could get this game in. Well, we have reached the 7th inning, and due up for St. Mary's against Carson Farr will be Dan Schultz, Ben Paul, and Lucas Bowser, 8, 9, and 1 for St. Mary's. As Farr has really turned in a stellar effort here in relief. Worked out of a jam in the 5th and a 1-2-3 inning in the 6th.
This is the spot of the lineup for St. Mary's that got things started for them in that 3-run third.
Right at him, Farr. Let's go.
Schultz
Something sounds like it's wrong.
No, I think we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Let me check. Yeah, it is Schultz. My apologies. I don't know why I questioned that thing.
Of course.
1 under the count. Pitch from far is this is 2-0 on Dan Schultz. Harris needs a base run and bring a tying run to the plate. And that pitch in there at the knee is called strike 2-1.
Big bender again from far. Fastball wasn't locating, and he went right to the breaking pitch. Got himself back on track.
Been very comfortable with that pitch today. There's the 2-1. And just a little nubber and squeezing it for out number 2 is Hoffman, or out number 1, excuse me. So that's 1 away here in the 7th, and that'll bring Ben Paul to the plate.
Number Redmond's in for whoever was there.
This is number 16, Redmond.
Okay, so we're going to have a
Carter
Redmond.
Carter
Pinch hitter. Misspeaking here a little bit late in the game. Carter Redmond to bat against Forrest. And that pitch is in there for a strike 0-1.
That breaking pitch has been just a weapon for Far here this afternoon. It's really evening now.
Yes. Swing and foul straight back. 0-2 on Carter Redmond. Begin his first plate appearance here today. Far. Oh, and late timeout there, granted. And Redmond digs back in there and waits the 0-2 from Carson Farr. That's low and in. Redmond has to get out of the way there. 1-2. Pitch, and that was low. That'll even things up at 2-2. Here's the 1 and the 2-2. And that's chopped just foul down the third base side. And we'll do it again. Yeah. So stays 2-2 here. 1 away on top of 7 on Carter Redmond.
Again calling it time. Making him think about it.
Yep. Good battle going on here. St. Mary's looks to try and get that time run to the plate. Line of the pitch. And that misses low, so Redmond has worked it back to a full count. 1 away here in the top of the 7th. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for a big second out for Carson Farr, and Warren is 1 out away from a victory in its season opener as turns back around to the top of the St. Mary's lineup and Lucas Bowser.
He needed a pitch. Farr went right back to that breaking ball. Strikeout.
Bowser digs in. The line and the pitch, and that just misses 1-0. Now 6 in a row retired for Carson Farr. There's the 1-0. And that misses away 2-0 the count now on Lucas Bowser, looking to extend the game and get it to Charlie Coudray.
What kind of odds can I get real quick on him throwing a breaking pitch right here?
2-0. That misses. So Bowser way ahead in the count now. 3 balls and no strikes. The 3-0. And that misses. So 4-pitch walk. And I think
As the wind is picking up, some raindrops are starting to fall.
Two away. Runner on first now, tying run to the plate in the form of Charlie Coudray. Walked in his last at bat, or last plate appearance. And that pitch misses high, so that's now 5 in a row out of the zone for Carson Clark.
Snap throw down to first. Probably a wiser decision to hold on to it. You don't want to throw the ball around the yard right now.
And that pitch misses 2-0. Here, Warren coach Andrew Morrison telling him to slow down a little bit.
Far's trying to get this thing in before the rain comes too.
Stretch and 2-0. That misses now 3-0 on Coudray. Logan Moser on deck. Pitch in there for a strike. 3-1. That's snow.
You skip the radar showed us rain, then snow.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Snap throw down to first, and diving back is Bowser. Now a full count on Coudray.
Down to their last strike.
3-2 on Coudray. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Here's the stretch and the pitch from Far. Swing and hit out in front of the mound. Far fields it on to first in time. Warren wins its season over St. Mary's by a score of 5-3.
And again, that was something early in the game. We saw those little dribblers turning into base hits for St. Mary's, and just couldn't quite get another one there off the bat of Coudray as the Dragons pick up victory number 1 here in their season opener.
And the precipitation starting to fall here.
Just in time.
Yes. I don't know if we kind of want to wrap things up here and do our post-game interview off the air here.
We'll do a recorded post-game interview with our player of the game. I don't think there's any questioning. We'll let everybody know right now, but Carson Farr's got to be player of the game here for Warren. Comes in 3 innings of relief, had that big throw from left field to stop a Dutch rally there in the 4th inning, and then also had a big hand in Warren taking the lead here in this game.
Absolutely. Carson Farr, terrific ball game. Just some of the highlights here. The single scored a run, went 3 innings of scoreless relief in relief of Ben Burdine. Brady, that's the second time I called him Ben. Brady Burdine went 4 innings. Brady Burdine also with an RBI ground out. In Zadarko, an RBI double. Eric Dipple doubled and scored a run. Anthony Ayer also doubled for the Dragons. Charlie Coudray on base a couple of times for St. Mary's. Really the bottom of the order there. Beimel, Rippey, Schultz really got things going for St. Mary's there when they had their big rally to take the 3-1 lead there. But again, Warren rallies. Vinny Lenz also a couple of hits for St. Mary's, including a double. So that's kind of our abbreviated postgame here. As the rain snow mix picks up here, we're going to sign off, folks. And again, check out, we'll have a post-game interview for you off the air, and you can see that later on our YouTube page and on all our recaps on D9PennSports.com later this evening. So for Brian Hagberg, I'm Andy Close saying so long from Legion Field, your final, Warren 5, St. Mary's 3. Have a great night, everybody.